Hello, consultants and coaches. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 takeaways I learned from investing thousands of dollars in a high ticket sales program. And for those that are still kind of constructing the program, I'm going to share some valuable tips on how people and students stay engaged and my whole entire journey when it comes to going through an entire program. So the whole funnel was all about me getting sold into a high ticket program, learning sales, going through the appointment setting funnel out to the sales, getting onboarded, and ultimately I really wanted to finish this as quickly as possible. But there were a couple of things that really surprised me and some improvements that if I were to make a program for myself, I would be investing heavily in these gaps in the market when forming a high ticket sales program. But the first one that I really enjoyed was investing in the community. This was all structured on Discord and just investing in the community itself. When I mean community, I mean people like minded, like me, wanting to learn a high income skill and also being highly active to improve on their skills. So I was surrounded almost every single hour, waking there, people working hard to get better at their sales skills, going on role plays or mock calls on Zoom, and just really honing in on the discovery, the objection handling. I really like that. And also having like a roadmap. For me personally, the whole roadmap had a timeline, and for me, I really wanted to get certified within a month. Like I just really want to get placed, so I put high expectations on myself, and this is a very different mindset to when you are doing for free, which I'll talk about a bit more. But when you have a roadmap structured for you, you're going to do your best to beat it hard because average people that go through the program takes 3 months, and I knew I didn't want to be average, which is a great reason why you should be selling high ticket because you're going to get high quality clients who are going to beat the roadmap. So a good thing about roadmaps, you set it to something that is average and you have high quality clients like beat it so quickly. So that's why a community is so good to invest in when you're purchasing a high ticket program or having one, a community in it is going to be so valuable. Hence why I also have a community plug-in, a free one if you guys would like to join. Click on the link down below. The other thing is the value of a really good mentor. Now, I was very fortunate to have a really good sales mentor, and the reason why I believe he was like 10 out of 10 really good was because he was able to distill information really well, and the support he had on a personal level, it really sped up my learning. And here's the thing when it comes to coaching and just normal people, if you have a coach that is really telling the truth hurts. And it's because they say that from a place of care and love. Because if they're not saying the truth and they're sugarcoating things, I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward, but you're not going to get better. But when it comes to sales, you have to be owning and taking responsibility of your faults and getting better. So the reason why like I value my mentor in this coaching program was he was embodying talent and caring, yet being honest. That's hard to come by because authenticity and being genuine throughout the whole entire mentorship, it just sped up my learning like so much, and I really found that very valuable. The other thing that I started picking up on was the power of networks and networking around the people in the community. And I was thinking of this more of just collaborating with different people, with like-minded people. And when you start putting yourself out there within a community, you're going to realize who is active and who is not active or who is not that keen to do well. So putting the work is essential, but a network of really close connections, like pretty much your pen pals and your online friends, they're gonna even accelerate your learning. Because one, you're gonna get feedback, and you're gonna get constant rep after rep. So I formed two groups, like an Australian group, which I was practicing during Australian time zone, and I formed like an American-based group. I was doing rep after rep of mock role plays during American time periods, and I was repping twice a day, 2 hours each time, getting 4 hours of rep altogether, while still doing my part-time work, and I was getting good real quick. On top of that, I was building strong connections and building my own network, which helped me keep everyone accountable, especially me. But having the access to the same people chasing the goals, your goals, exactly the same, it just helps keep you motivated. It makes things so much more easier. And this brings me to the fourth point, having skin in the game. What I mean by that, those who invest way more into themselves, they're going to try tooth and nail to get that money back. The higher the investment, the higher the effort someone's going to work so hard to improve to get really good, and they're always going to be way more active. And then the reason why I say that is because I've been in other groups that I only charge like $50 a month with very similar setup of a community. The community isn't that strong. If you get people investing $50 into a program, they're going to be very low quality. They're not going to take it seriously as to someone that's paying 4K. The values and the goals are definitely not the same. So the caliber of talent, the caliber of effort is definitely not the same. So handling rejection and criticism, they people who invest $50, they can't handle it. I'll be honest with you, they cannot handle it because they're not active in it. Okay, we now move on to how can things can improve. So if I was to, let's say, do another program exactly like this, what thing could I improve on to make sure that this program is 20% better? If I had to add an extra 20% to improve on this, what would I want to make sure that the customers, way more customers, they're feeling way more happier and to the point where they want to refer their friends? Because personally, I probably wouldn't say I would want to refer anyone. It's good for me, but it's not good enough for me to tell my mum or my family to invest 4K into this. The strength of the offer is very crucial because ultimately I was more sold on the fact that there was way more opportunity after getting the information out back, but they undersold, they underfulfilled on that. So using customer feedback, I'd put way more energy in the fulfilling side to really fine tune the offer. Consistency and competition. Okay, so the consistency in fulfilling the service can make the offer way more better. No one can teach consistency. It's a personal choice. So if I added that component into an offer, that would really crush. So staying consistent is in the market leads to improvement over time. Building a network keeps you accountable and makes learning way more enjoyable. I would really push this much more during the beginning because when there's no community and when you don't build a network, I mean, what happens when the community goes away? Everyone goes away. It's like that guru model. If there's no guru, everyone's away. So having a really strong network, a really strong community, would really anchor a great offer down. So not only does the coaches have to be good, your top clients have to be good to hold the fort down if you want a strong community. Which is, if I were to do it again, I would really advocate for a strong community. And I'll just leave a bonus. a lot of things that I realized about myself when I came to learning. I am very much an emotional learner when it comes to learning from experience. And what I mean by that, I realized that I am quite petty. And when I take on feedback, I'm expecting positive reviews and positivity all around. So whenever I get feedback where it's constructive, I take it very, very to heart. And I guess some people don't take it like a good way, but for me, I just take it to the point where like I need to get better. I cannot make them say that constructive feedback again. And for me, that just again really helped with my development because when we can have people honestly, and honesty is a really key driver when it comes to working with people. Because if you sugarcoat anything, you're not going to get any better. Anything, it'll turn into a, a flaw that you can't see until someone tells you down the track and you didn't realize. So it's really important to surround people who are really going to be honest with you. So living through the process helps identify problems and successes more effectively than passive consumption of free content. And what I mean by that is you're not going to be emotionally invested into anything for free. So overall, people who do invest in programs, it is a lot of money, but they do have skin in the game. And I wouldn't have traded it for more free value because I feel like I've gone way, way further with a community than not with a community. That being said, I hope you really enjoyed this about how to structure a community inside a program. And if you liked this video, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.